McDonald's distributes 1.5 billion toys annually around the world. That is more than Toys R Us. Obviously, the reason is that each Happy Meal comes with a toy. In the U.S., 9 out of 10 kids between the ages of 3 and 9 eat at McDonald's once a month. It makes sense, since 20% of McDonald's sales involve Happy Meals. In 1979, the Happy Meal was first invented and only cost $1.00. The biggest hit toy that came from the Happy Meal was the Tabini Baby. More examples. In India, where much of the population does not eat beef, the restaurant offers such fare as the Chicken Maharaja Mac and the Potato Patty Makalu Tikki Burger. This does not mean that McDonald's has replaced its traditional offerings in these locations. They merely supplement their menu with a bit of localized flair in many places. You can order the popular caldo verde soup in Portugal, a quiche de coelho in Brazil, and have some red bean pie for dessert in Hong Kong. Yes, red beans are a common dessert item there. Italian McDonald's restaurants use local cheese producers for its Parmigiano Reggiano burger, and in France they serve a burger on a stone oven-baked ciabatta roll. It's good to see that Mickey D's is mixing things up a bit. We're just unhappy that each of these items is not preceded with What's the deal with that? I want a McQuiche and a McSoup. The iconic golden arches can be seen in almost every McDonald's restaurant around the world, with very little, if any, variations among them. Notable exceptions include Canada, where small maple leaves can be found between the arches, and the McDonald's in Times Square, which is covered in bright neon lights. A McDonald's on the Champs-Élysées in Paris, France has bright white neon arches to go with the rest of the shops on the street. Pictures of the White Arch logo. Another McDonald's in Sedona, Arizona has green arches, and a completely different color scheme in general to better blend with its surroundings. Pictures of the Green Arch logo. Contrary to popular belief, the golden arches do not actually represent French fries. In fact, the original McDonald's menu did not actually offer French fries at all. The arch logo is based on actual yellow arches that were part of the design of early McDonald's restaurants to add some variety to the otherwise drab red and white design. After phasing out Speedy, the original McDonald's mascot with a hamburger face, the McDonald's company chose to incorporate its distinctive architecture into a new logo. Since two arches together look like an M, they work perfectly as a logo. Future McDonald's restaurants would forego the actual arches themselves and just use the arch logo instead. Eagles tight end Fred Hill was inspired to raise money for family members of the terminally ill while taking care of his daughter, who had leukemia. He noticed that people who couldn't afford hotels slept in hospital waiting rooms to tend to sick relatives. Hill received help raising funds from the rest of Eagles, and the team's general manager got involved. He worked with a friend in McDonald's advertising department to get McDonald's to help out. The end result was the first Ronald McDonald House. And, since this all happened to take place on St. Patrick's Day, they celebrated it with the new Shamrock Shake. From then on, a portion of all the proceeds from each Shamrock Shake would go to the Ronald McDonald House charity. Quick, what business is McDonald's in? If you said in selling fast food, you'd be wrong. At least, if you asked the men who founded it. In 1974, Ray Kroc, the man who started the Golden Arch Empire, asked an MBA class at the University of Texas, Austin this same question. Of course, everyone said hamburgers. Kroc's answer surprised everyone. He said he was in the real estate business. Here's the way he explained it. His primary business focus was to sell franchises of the restaurant. He knew, however, that real estate and location were the most important factors of success for each franchise. A poorly placed restaurant would go broke. McDonald's is now the single largest owner of real estate in the world.